Oklahoma Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Joni Bauman. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I am a religious science practitioner. So I just invite you to take a moment, get settled wherever you may be, in a chair, on the floor, maybe watching this after we go live, and take those nice deep breaths in where you can feel that expansion and release as you breathe out. As you take each breath, hold that breath for a few seconds, breathing out slowly and allowing your body to completely relax on the out breath. With each breath you take, your body becomes more and more calm. Your mind becomes clear and open, ready to receive. Join me in preparing to become a vessel of peace, to surrender to a great calm, and to accept harmony and joy. Know that there is a deep stillness within, a natural wholeness that manifests in abundant good. And as we are all an expression of God's divine nature, all is perfect, all is whole, all is complete. Consider these words written by Amelia Ebar in 1886. It was one of those beautiful lengthening days when May was pressing back with both hands the shades of the morning and the evening. So as we clear out our minds and breathe easily and effortlessly, let us be open to this divinity and beauty that is around us. The following is an excerpt from Romancing the Ordinary by Sarah Von Brannock, author of Simple Abundance. Earth is crammed with heaven this month. The days are lengthening and simple splendors are increasing. Are you looking for love in all the right places? Hone your homing instincts and redefine sacred space. Sacred partnerships arrive in our lives in many forms. Sometimes they're of wood and stone instead of flesh and bone. The house of belonging is an ancient Celtic metaphor for the body as the earthly home for our souls, as well as for the deep peace and feeling of safety, joy, and contentment found in intimate connections with people and places. John O'Donoghue, the Irish poet and scholar, exquisitely explores these beautiful themes in his book, Anam Cara, a book of Celtic wisdom. When you learn to love and to let yourself be loved, you come home to the hearth of your own spirit. You are warm, you are sheltered. You are completely at one in the house of your own longing and belonging. And just as we have Anam Cara, which means soul friends, we each have a house of belonging waiting for us. This home may be waiting to be built, to be rented, to be found, to be renovated, or waiting to be cleaned up. It's waiting for us to dwell in possibility, as Emily Dickinson puts it. Waiting for us to be ready to fall truly, madly, deeply in love. And waiting for the real thing, a grown-up reciprocal relationship. Every relationship we have with other people, with our work, with our divinity, reflects in some way our soul's intimate union with ourselves. Nowhere is the spiritual truth more apparent than in the relationships we have with our home. All we have to do is take a look around. Is our home tidy on the surface, but hiding chaos and confusion and junk drawers? We can take it from there, because we deserve to live in a home that embraces and nurtures, delights and inspires us, and all who find shelter there. So when it comes to houses, as it is true with true love, outward appearances are often deceiving. It's what's inside that counts. Let's take a few moments to consider the following. Do we leave room for us to nurture relationships with other people, with our work, with our home, with the divinity within? Do we let ourselves be loved in return? Is it time to come home to the hearth of our own spirit? I invite you to take a few moments and contemplate this as we have a musical interlude. As we continue to meditate on coming home to the hearth of our own spirit, I invite you to listen to this passage from The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, The House of Love. I dwell in the house of love. My dwelling place is filled with peace and eternal calm. Love attends me in my home of the soul, and joy awaits upon me in the secret place of the Most High. My house is built for me by the hand of love, and I shall never leave this home of the Spirit, for it is always present. I shall abide in this home forevermore. My house is a house of love. So as we move into our week, into the rest of the month, let us enjoy the beauty around us and remember that what's inside also counts. Let us leave room to nurture relationships with other people, with our work, with our home, and especially with that divinity that is within. Let us let ourselves be loved in return. And let us remember to come home to the hearth of our own spirit. Remembering we each have a house of belonging waiting for us. I dwell in the house of love, and my dwelling place is filled with peace and eternal calm. So as we begin to re-enter our surroundings, I invite you to become acquainted again and slightly move and open your eyes when you're ready. And hold that deep love within. Namaste.
do that.
Walls come tumbling down. I choose joy. I choose joy. When the world stops spinning round, I choose joy. I choose joy. When my heart is hard, when my music's lost the groove, when I have too much to prove, I choose joy. I choose joy. When hate is all I see, I choose joy. I choose joy. If you won't let me be, I choose joy. When betrayal and lie hide the light in from my eyes, I look up to the skies and I choose joy. I choose joy. I choose joy, I choose joy. For the ones that I hold dear, I choose joy. I choose joy. To be who I am, for the light to shine in, for the world to be free, I choose joy. Hate is all I see. I choose joy. I choose joy. When fear won't let me be, I choose joy. I choose joy. When betrayal and lies hide the light from my eyes, I look up to the sky and I choose joy. I look up to the sky and I choose joy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Margie Salmons, and I am a licensed practitioner, religious science practitioner, as well as a spiritual director here. And it is my honor to welcome all those folks here, welcome folks that are online. And don't forget, if you're online viewing us, come in and visit us. Give my personal invitation. We would love to see you in person. So, I get to bring you the announcements today. I'm so excited. Woo-woo! If you want to facilitate a workshop on a Sunday afternoon, there's a form, the 2022 CCSL workshop form, in the e-newsletter, or you can contact the office. So we would love you to share your talents, whatever they may be, with the community, and we will walk you through how to get that set up, and we will put it in the e-newsletter for you, as well as talk about it in announcements. Also, Divine Dining is back. If you're interested in hosting to support the center, also forms in the e-newsletter or contact the office. We had a Divine Dining set up for World Labyrinth Day, but due to unfortunate circumstances, it was postponed. So we will probably do that again with the drumming circle, walking the labyrinth sometime in June, where the weather is more predictable. We shall see. But you can join Dave Scarborough on Sunday, June 12th. Woo-woo, we're just clapping for Dave. We don't even know why yet.
You don't have to know why.
It's because it's Dave.
That's right.
That's why. Ricky Dave. He is doing a workshop on June 12th at 12 p.m. in the community room, and it's called Creating Your Beautiful Life. So there are sign-up sheets in the lobby, and you can also reach out to the center or Facebook message us and sign up that way too. However you can get in contact with us, we will sign you up. We have an outreach gardening opportunity to gather and grow for others. When you walk into this location, and of course we're a church in a box, but we've been here for almost 15 years at the Masonic Temple, and they have an area in the front that we are going to plant a community garden, and then we will donate the proceeds and the harvest from that to a local food bank. So Carissa Holmes, our own super gardener here, has volunteered to lead this effort, and we're going to be reaching out to those folks that have signed up. So there's a sign-up sheet out in the community room, as well as if you are interested in helping with that community garden, reach out to the center, call us, email us, however you'd like to, because we need to get it started. It is that time of the year to do that. If you can't participate, we could use plants, seeds, tools, prayers, or donations, anything so that we can get plants to plant. So again, sign up in the lobby or reach to us this week. We'll be sending out an email to folks to let you know when we're going to meet and get our hands in the dirt. So that's exciting. Columbus Pride is back this year for an in-person celebration in Columbus. That is going to be June 17th and 18th. If you would like to organize walkers for CCSL, excuse me, please reach to the center and let us know. We would be happy to help you set up a CCSL section that would walk in the parade. Let us know. If you would like prayer after service or anytime throughout the week, you can find our prayer practitioners on our website, columbuscsl.org, or you can submit a prayer request on our Facebook page, or after service in the room right outside of this area, practitioners there to pray in person, and we also have, you could old school it and write down a prayer request and put it in the prayer box. So all those different ways. We, as practitioners, love to pray. Now, I'd like to invite Matt Vidal up here to share some exciting upcoming events. Matt?
Hi, good morning. I have two events that I'd like to talk to you all about. The first one is Just. We did an outreach last September, October? Fall sometime-ish. So Just is a Columbus-based community outreach group that really serves the Hilltop community, and we'll be doing that again. So we're looking for donations. All these beautiful things here, it's looking a little weird, I'll have to clean that up. But, so good condition clothing that's season appropriate, so we're talking spring, summer, maybe fall, just summer weather kind of clothing. Shoes included, if they're good. Also dry goods, bathroom supplies, things like that. So that will be June 11th from 11 to 1 o'clock, and we'll probably be going out for lunch afterwards. So, if you'd like to join us, please contact me. Email me, matthew.vidal@gmail.com. I'll also have a sign-up sheet next week. So there's for Just. And then the next one is for Parliament of the World Religions. So this is a pretty awesome event. So next year, actually for 2023, it's going to be held in Chicago, August 14 through 18. That's on Monday through Friday in Chicago at the Lakeside Expo. What this is really a get-together of all of the world religions, and I mean all of the world's religions, not just the big ones, but all. Like, I think last time in 2019 there was like 300 plus, something like that. Indigenous religions, all the major religions. It's great. It's just a coming together of open minds and hearts, and it's filled with workshops, events, art, music. It is just amazing. So if you would like to join us for that, right now it's half off. It's $2.15. We're looking for a few more people to join the group rate. So $2.15. It goes up like $100 every couple of months, up to $5.50. So join now and save a lot. If there's enough people going, I don't mind coordinating like a housing situation, for a hotel or whatever. But that's if a lot of people join. But we'll also be coordinating transportation as well. So if you'd like to do that, let me know. Again, Matthew Vidal at gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. He's kind of our official outreach person. That's what I'm going to call you now, Matt. So thank you. We'll also have boxes starting next week to collect donated items, so you can bring donated items for Just into the center. So thank you for that. So that's the news for today. Let's all stand and sing our opening song. We woke up this morning.
Hallelujah.
with my mind set on Spirit. How about you? Yeah, all right. My name is Reverend Catherine Bliss, and it is my pleasure to be here this morning. Thank you for inviting me. It's always good to be back. It's always good to be back. So welcome. We are an exclusive organization. We are an inclusive organization. Yeah, I like to start stuff off with a little bit of fun, just seeing if you're awake. So we are an inclusive organization. You are welcome here if you're Buddhist or Baptist or you believe whatever you believe about spirit, about God. You are welcome here. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'd also like to say hello for those folks that are online. Welcome. We are glad you are here with us. Please feel free to share our live stream on your Facebook page and join us here virtually every Sunday, all the time. It's a good place to raise your spirits and to feel that love in your heart. If you're watching at a later time, we're glad to have you. We will upload the service later to our YouTube channel at Columbus CSL. And now please join me with our mission statement, which I believe is up on the slide. We serve the transformation of individual lives through education, spiritual practice, and deep community, using spirit and science of mind principles as our compass. I'd like to thank practitioner Joni Bauman for our meditation and for holding the high watch. Thank you, Joni. And now I'd like to introduce Margie Sammons.
So now we begin our sacred service with the ringing of the bowl. A reading from Buddha. To enjoy health, bring happiness and peace, one must discipline one's mind. Find the way to enlightenment and wisdom. What you think, you become. So let us allow the music to take us within.
I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the grace, wait upon the grace. I will
So yes, I make that quiet space within my heart to feel and know Spirit, to recognize that partnership that I have, that everyone has, with that power, that energy, that vibration, that principle that is always life-giving, always life-affirming, that is love and joy and happiness. And so I literally feel that source within me, that connection to the divine. And I co-create by claiming that there is love despite the circumstances I see around me, that there is peace for everyone, that there is harmony. And I claim that today, knowing that as we pray together, that prayer is in the consciousness, the one mind of all. And so there is peace, there is joy. And today's celebration touches the hearts of those seeking that peace and that joy. And for this, I am thankful. So I release this prayer into the law, knowing that it is already done. Amen, Ashe. And I invite you to close with me by saying, and so it is.
Well, do I hold the mic or do I leave it there? So our monthly theme is living everyday wonder, emotions and feelings. Our emotions are amazing resources that help us learn more about ourselves. Emotions can provide a lot of great information. Our feelings and emotions serve as a guide and processing center for our reflection, exploration, and growth. There are so many of them to choose from on the emotional continuum. Emotions are a default of being human with our central response system. And today's message is, if you're happy and you know it. There you go. A businessman has been sharing photos of children crawling around and playing on top of a Lamborghini, saying that the happiness of the children is the most valuable thing in the world. $1 million Lamborghini is nothing compared to the joy of children, he said. So he allowed the kids to play and jump on top of the Lamborghini. The thing is, the kids are not his, and neither is the Lamborghini. Our happiness stems from a state of mind and attitude. We can choose to shift our attitude by focusing on something that brings us joy, whether from a memory or doing something that is pleasing. Focusing on gratitude and our many blessings is a great feeling bummer buster, or a way to make us even happier than we already are. But I need your participation this morning. You willing to help me out a little bit? Right on. Anytime I say, if you're happy and you know it, throughout this message that I'm delivering this morning, clap your hands, stomp your feet, and shout, hooray! Hooray! Wow. Okay, so that's how we're going to play together.
Let's practice one more time.
If you're happy and you know it.
Hooray!
Yeah, good job. I am happy even before I have a reason. I am full of light even before the sky can greet the sun or the moon. Dear companions, we have been in love with God for so very, very long. What can we do now but forever dance a feast? The way to happiness is through gratitude. Find joy in even the smallest miracles and blessings. Look for the unexpected shift in the view. You can try to fake it until you make it, or act as though it were true. These are practices that are all about turning one's attention from what we want to accomplish, not necessarily what's happening now. This is the mental equivalent. Then, eventually, it comes to pass. Now, I'm not talking about spiritual bypass here where we're feeling sad or a very many other emotions that can be there. But I am talking about is when you are in that state of mind, it's okay to have that for 2 or 3 minutes. And then it's okay to act as if something else is happening that is more fun and joyful, that brings you more happiness. It's okay to make that shift. It's okay to feel all of our emotions. But I don't know about you, but sometimes if something goes on too long for my sadness, then I gotta kind of put a time limit on it. Or else I can get into the woes me's. And that's good for a little while, but that is not how I want to live my life. The pay it forward practice is about giving from the space of abundance and gratitude, a loving kind of action. or a loving act of kindness, better said, that brings the giver and the receiver a sense of joy. Relish in the good stuff. If you're happy and you know it, siblings of happiness are contentment, joy, gratification, satisfaction, well-being, and gratitude. The human experience includes joys and pains and ups and downs, light and darkness, both sides of the continuum and what is in between. The perspective provides a sense of balance across this spectrum. The experience of both sides provides a greater appreciation for all of that continuum, from this side to that side. We live in the light and we live, or maybe we sleep, in the darkness. It's all a part of our life. It's all a part of nature, which we are a part of. Every one of us. You don't know what you're missing until you don't have it. Happiness is a feeling that is induced by a myriad of activators, from the tangible to the abstract. Happiness is about being alive and feeling good about living. Many people look outside themselves for happiness and rely on others to make them happy. Happiness comes from within. If you're happy and you know it. Hooray! It's unrealistic to rely on others for happiness. Some may be afraid to hold themselves responsible for their own happiness, thinking they may fail at it miserably. Some may not know what happiness is or what brings them happiness. What a great place for exploration, observation, and self-reflection. It can be a treasure hunt to discover our very own sources of joy. It doesn't matter if it may seem silly to others. What brings us joy is what's important. And silliness can have a lot of joy in it too. That's from my perspective, of course. But what is the feeling behind the sense of pleasure and even happiness? Material things can bring some of that. But what generates the feeling that makes us squeal with delight from within and warms our insides? Perhaps it's hiding from us, or we've been prevented from exploring it given life circumstances or the life that we've lived. Now's the time to change that. Remember, we can change our thinking and change our life. Just by our thinking, we can do that. We can be in control of our destiny, filled with happiness and well-being. If you're happy and you know it, hooray! You guys are good. This fun children's song is a pure depiction of happiness and joy, even if someone is feeling sad. It is a song of declaration and affirmation. The song has us proclaim and follow along with the gestures, if you're happy and you know it. Hooray! Just the act of participating with the song makes us feel better and smile. Do I see any smiles out there? Yeah, wonderful. It brings gladness to our hearts and takes us from where we are to a different state of mind. Even if we're already happy, our happiness meter goes up. Singing, humming, smiling, dancing does the same thing. And there's plenty of space here. Maybe I should have said, if you're happy, well, I'm not going to say it. Get out there and start doing the wiggy-jiggy. It makes us excited and inspired. Snow White encouraged the animals in the song to whistle while you work, which has the same effect. It puts a pep in our step, makes our heads wobble and bob, and it makes us feel lighter. These expressions of happiness are contagious and get others in a joyful spirit too, if you're happy and you know it. Hooray! Is an affirmation, declaration, and mental equivalent to live happy and healthy life and show it out loud. The song, Let There Be Peace on Earth, has been an anthem in Centers for Spiritual Living for quite some time. It suggests that peace begins with the individual, me, and you, all of us. It basically says that now is the moment for peace on earth, and with every step, this will be my solemn vow to take and live each moment from the place of peace. Because peace actually begins with me. What I feel is in here. It's not out there. So any kind of peace, or sadness, or joy, or all of that, our feelings and our emotions are all right here. They're ours. They're our own personal way of expressing. And so that's powerful. That's powerful because it's within us. It's something that we can do something about when we're not exactly where we want to be. If we're not doing a little jig and a happy dance, we can change that. We can tell ourselves lots of jokes. We can share with another person. We can smile at one another. We can love on one another. We can do that. We're powerful beyond measure. Happiness is an inside job, and it starts with the individual. It takes commitment and choice to live from the place and space of happiness and joy, as there are many other choices that one can make. When we individually choose to live from happiness, peace, and joy, we can also make a positive impact on others. When we do our part, happiness not only positively enhances our lives, but it also embraces the whole. If you're happy and you know it. Hooray! How cool is that? To know that I, as an individual, am a viable force for good in the world. This confirms the reciprocal nature of the universe. As we all let our individual lights shine, the world gets brighter, happier, and more peaceful and harmonious. Happiness is driven by a state of mind, consciousness, and awareness. If we live from a place of enthusiasm, joyous expectancy, and positivity, then it lifts our spirits and creates a pleasant aura around us. Life then feels less like a drudgery. Regardless of how bad things may be in our circumstances or in the world, we can learn to flip the story by shifting our perception, easy for me to say, to see things more as an opportunity for learning and growing rather than focusing on the negative side of the picture. The more practiced we become at viewing life from this perspective, the more quickly we can learn to expect the unexpected, look for miracles at every turn, and have a brighter outlook on life. As we look less to others to bring us fulfillment and happiness, and more to ourselves and the treasures within, we are more apt to realize that happiness does begin with me as the individual, and we seize more control over our destiny. Our founder of Science of Mind, Dr. Ernest Holmes, said, "The ability to control our experiences and have them result in happiness, prosperity, and success lies in our own mind and the way we use it. We can then catch ourselves feeling happy, humming, singing, and whistling while we work, play, and pray, because we have more pep in our step. If you're happy and you know it, hooray! Hooray! Yeah! And more excitement about life and being alive. To enjoy health, bring happiness and peace, one must discipline one's mind. Find the way to enlightenment and wisdom. What you think, you become. The Buddha. Let's sing, dance, hum, laugh, jiggle, and shout from a happy place, because we're alive. We're alive. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. You wake up. That's the new day. Whether you're a morning riser or maybe you work a different shift and maybe it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you get up. But when you get up, this is the day that the Lord has made, specifically for each of us, for me, for you, for everyone. A big dog saw a puppy chasing its tail and asked, "Why are you chasing your tail that way?" I have studied philosophy and solved the problem of the universe, which no other dog before me has ever solved, the puppy answered. And I have found out that the best thing for a dog in life is happiness, and that my happiness is in my tail. That's why I'm chasing it. And when I catch it, I will reach happiness. "Son," said the big dog, "in my young days, I was also interested in the questions of the universe. I thought about happiness. I thought that happiness is in the tail, and in the beginning, I was also chasing it. But later, I noticed that wherever I go and whatever I do, the tail was always following behind me. And then I understood that I don't need to chase it." Good little short story. The time has come. The power from within has come forth and is expressing through my word. I do not have to wait. Today is the time. Today I enter into all truth. Today I am completely saved and healed and made happy. Today I enter into my inheritance. Today the truth has made me free. Dr. Ernest Holmes. So, here's an idea. Maybe start a gratitude or a blessing box. Get it a nice box and decorate it with your favorite colors. Maybe make it an art project or something of that nature. And you can choose how large or small or what it's going to look like. And once it's decorated in a manner that brings you joy just looking at it, say a prayer to bless the box, all of its content, and all the happiness and joy it will bring to you. Then start putting things in your box that bring you joy and lift your spirits, like thank you or praise notes that you've received, special pictures or trinkets that are special to you. When you need a lift of your spirits, and if you're happy and you know it, Or just want to admire the contents, create a sacred moment to be with your gratitude or blessing box and pray over the contents and the joy that it has and will continue to bring to your spirit. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude. It is gratitude that brings us happiness. Kavita Patel, White House Health Policy Director. And with that, let's just take some moments for just that. Prayer, turning within to that sacred source. And just taking a breath. And centering within, recognizing that there is only one presence, one life. And that presence created everything. Everything is seen, everything is unseen. It's all spirit, it is all God, it is all good. It is within us and all around us, above us, below us, in front of us, behind us, everywhere. And this Creator, in its creating us, gave us absolutely everything. And day by day, we receive this gift from God. And so I recognize the beauty of this creation in everything that I see. I recognize this beauty, this joy, this laughter in and throughout my life, in all ways and always. This gift of life, this precious, precious gift that I live to my fullest, that I dance and sing and smile and laugh and enjoy what has been given to me freely, abundantly, and without any kind of limit or without any kind of expectation that I must be this or I must be that. It is given to me fully and completely, just the way that I am. And as I know that this is true for me, I know that this is true about life, that it is given to us fully and completely, and I celebrate that. I enjoy life, and I find ways to laugh and to giggle, to feel that presence within me, to know that I am connected with this source and with all of life everywhere. For truly, there is only one life, one spirit, one God. And so I simply celebrate this life. I celebrate it with giggles and with laughter, with joy, with jokes, with friends, with food, with a beer. I celebrate life. And if you're happy and you know it, hooray! And I release this prayer knowing that it is done in the mind of God right now in this very room, in everyone's hearts. And so it is.
I've been so numb to my life. I've been spinning my wheels at night.
for the giving of our gifts and tithes. Thank you for the ways you are continuing to consciously contribute to this center during these unique times. We are honored to be able to continue to support you spiritually, and we appreciate your gifts and conscious contributions you give to Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. I almost said a different one. Your conscious contributions are important because it helps us to fulfill our mission and vision of helping to create a world that works for everyone. As we engage with the law of circulation, we remember that God is our source, and we are circulating spirits, energy, in the form of money by giving and receiving. If you want to give electronically today, Robin has the square. Please say our affirmation with me. My gift goes forth to heal, bless, and prosper. It does its good and perfect work and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
As we watch this circulation in action, please join us in singing God You Are.
You are every mountain, God you are, every ocean, God you are, every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God you are, every morning, God you are, every midnight, God you are, every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunshine. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every starshine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Wow. If you're happy and you know it, just had to see if that worked. I am happy and I happily bless these conscious contributions to the center, but more importantly, I bless those people that are here at the center, that are watching us, that are praying with us, that are joining us, that are our community here and wider. Because we know that we make a difference,
Yes.
that we look for happiness, we don't ignore anything else, and that we rise up and make the world a better place. So I give thanks for that. And I release this blessing into the law, knowing that it is already done. I say amen, ashe, and I invite you to sing with us.
And so it is, and so we lay. And so it is, and so we lay.
time to thank our practitioners, Joni Bauman for our meditation this morning and holding the high watch, Margie Salmons for being on the platform today, and a big thank you to our featured musician, Carissa Holmes, and the trio. Yeah. Awesome music. Tony Bernardi on the piano, Steve Parakis on the bass, Jimmy Casto on the drums. We also want to thank Rob Kuhn for our sound, and Matt Bedell, our service coordinator, Danny Varas for live streaming, Dan Evans for our slides, and thanks to our song leaders, Michelle Chambers and Dave Carver, and all the other volunteers that helped create this special place for celebration. But not least, thanks to all of you that are with us here in the sanctuary today, as well as those that are joining us online. Thank you so much for being here as being a part of our Sunday celebration. And if you are here for the first time, whether in the sanctuary or online, we welcome you. Thank you for being here. We would love to give you a welcome packet with our information. As you leave, please be sure to take a packet from Matt at the exit doors. So much detail. If you are online and you are not receiving information, you can send us a Facebook message and we will get that information to you. Okay. How about our blessing? Want to do that? How about everybody stand up? Yes. And please say our blessing with me. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is mine now. And so it is. And if you're happy and you know it.